Bro, you seem really interesting, for real. Thanks for joining the stream. You seem really cool.
Of course, I can't do any writing right now because
That is sad.
I know. Well, my quarter horse, he is retired now, so he's not
Quarter
doing anything.
horse.
Yeah, he's done really good. So he's finally retired this year.
Aw. Yeah, how many horses have you had? Sorry. Yeah, I should just let you speak. But yeah, maybe like introduce yourself. So this is Trinity Kernes, horse riding champion from.
I'm from the United States in Oklahoma.
That sounds like a really cool horse place, like Oklahoma. Sounds like a
Yeah,
homey place to have horses. I don't know.
it's very Western. Like there's a lot of Western writing that goes on.
Western riding, bareback
Yes.
riding, back in my
But
day.
if you want to do a lot of show jumping, you have to be in like Florida,
Okay,
which
is it like
is
is it like richer people there? Like when I think of show jumping, oh, not show jumping. Oh, more like dressage. You know dressage? That's more like a rich person
my
thing, right?
my mom was a world champion in dressage.
Oh, that's so cool. Or like it is
Yeah,
like but it is a bit like elitist, right? Or maybe that's just where I
it's
live.
you do have to be
I mean,
you have
horses
to
are
be
expensive too, though. So
they're very expensive. Well, I also have my thoroughbred right now, but she
thoroughbred.
recently was running around, it slipped and she slipped,
She
fell,
slipped.
and she threw her hips off, and so right now I can't ride her.
Oh, but it's not like you can ride anyways, right? Like something happened, right? Or
No, I'm fine. I can ride it. It's just her.
oh, you have how many
I have
horses?
a
One
chiropractor
main horse,
appointment.
or what?
She's gonna go get her hips fixed.
Damn, we're so
They're
proud
so
of her, right?
like what?
That's good though.
No, the horses are expensive, so I guess you do have to have money.
Well, yeah, but it just has like a weird history, like with the money too. I feel like horse riding and stuff. Like it has been like an elitist thing. Do you think it's like become more accessible nowadays, or not really?
Maybe a little bit, but to be honest, anything that has the
But
word
also like
horse on
less
it,
people have horses. Like people be having cars, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, yeah, there are a lot of nice people that have horses, but there are a lot of bad people that have horses.
Valid. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of money in horse riding. That's like the weird part, right? Like, it's weird, like monetizing an animal type shit.
Yeah, and basically anything that has the word horse on it is automatically more expensive. Like the horse shows are super expensive, and we at lower levels we don't get money out of it.
Yeah, where's all the money going then, huh?
Nobody knows.
Fugazi. It goes up, it goes down.
I know, but the higher level riders they do get paid more.
Okay.
Yeah, like they'll get paid 30 grand
Well, this
to
is kind of the thing with a lot of sports. It's like, unless you're at the top, no one cares. And I mean, it's the same with like social media and stuff. And
I agree.
like even like for example, silly example, but like my TikTok streams is like yeah, I don't really make like any or like money, but then there's people who like earn millions. You know what I mean?
I agree, and
But we're doing like the same thing. Like that's the crazy part.
exactly. Yeah. I feel like it's also the economy. Like right now, the United States economy is just, it's really bad. So I haven't even been showing really, which is fine with me. I'm completely fine with writing at home because it's not all about the sport, not about the
Valid.
winning. I just like to ride.
Slay. Yeah, that's really cool.
Well, they're also my angels, and right now it's been like 100 degrees for the past 2 weeks, so I refuse to ride them in that kind of heat.
Aw, you're so sweet. But yeah, I guess that's what I
It's
actually want to talk
like
more
that.
about is like your like real relationship with them. I think a lot of people don't fully understand that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got, okay,
Like I'm
boys
sure some
are
people don't actually understand like even just like yeah, the relationships humans can have with horses because I guess unless you've experienced it, I guess you wouldn't really understand it, you know?
honestly having my horse for now. Oh gosh, I'm guessing almost 11 years.
Wow, I mean, what a bond, right? You probably spend more time with your horse than like most people.
Oh, I probably spent more time with him than anybody
That's
else.
what I'm saying. That's and I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, seriously. I mean, just it's therapy. It really is
Oh,
therapy. But then if you get a horse like my mare that I got off the track, she was wound up. She kind of was just a spaz. Like she didn't know what she was doing. And it took a good like 2 years to get her to calm down. So she was not therapy. She was
yeah. I mean, it's a lot of work, right?
crying.
It takes a lot of patience, right?
Oh yeah, it takes a lot of rehabilitation.
So I think a lot of like probably young girls are like, oh, it's pretty, or
Right.
like I don't know. I guess you gotta like kind of explain the difference. Like, and I mean, there's two different ways to have a horse. I guess. I mean, you could get a like you get a horse with no problems. I guess. I mean, it's not about the problems, but it is like a journey. Like, I guess yeah, that's my question. It's like, what is that
Right.
relationship with horses and like, yeah, what should people know before owning a horse? I guess.
For owning a horse, definitely that.
And even the breed probably changes the moods and like the how they relate to humans and stuff.
Honestly, not really, unless you compare domesticated and not
Okay, so the
non-domesticated.
breed doesn't like have much difference from that point of view. Okay.
Yes,
Sorry, I
but
should let you speak. I feel like you know the
no,
stuff.
it's all about good owners or good trainers, like
Okay.
besides the horse. But a big problem is like the horse racing industry, which I have a huge problem with because the amount of abuse that goes on.
Explain. Tell us ignorant people what's going on.
So there's a lot of steroids and drugs used
Okay,
in the
that
horse
fucking
racing
makes sense.
industry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and there's no leg protection. These horses are going at 40 miles an hour, and they have no leg protection.
Yeah, that
That's
sounds not good.
like if you do the research, there are thousands of horses that die each year in the racing industry from breaking their legs.
You can die from breaking your legs. I mean, they have big legs. They probably would bleed a lot and stuff. I don't know.
Well, they live on all four legs, so there's really no possible way you can heal their leg without taking away like everything. So it just it's
Damn.
really
Yeah, I guess that's pretty like fucking like yeah, just not great, I guess.
I know, and these people have a lot of money, so I don't really understand why they can't have better leg protection.
Yeah, that's a very good question.
Well, I think majority of it
We
is
should change some
stupid.
laws or something, don't you think?
Yeah, yeah. But the problem is super rich people buy these horses and they don't know what they're doing.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like I'm thinking of a young girl who's like, "Mommy, I want a horse," and then it's like, I mean, that was probably you as a kid, to be fair. But like, you kind of got lucky in the fact that you took an interest and you cared and stuff. Like, I guess that's even a question. Like, why? Like, why did you have such a strong bond with horses? And maybe some people have a horse and they don't have that.
I have a huge bond with horses mainly because I grew up into
And
horses.
also your mom, like it's not like your mom could guide you with that and kind of like she had that bond with horses that you probably inherited, right? Like the animals
Yeah.
probably like sense that you were like cool, just from.
My mom was actually pregnant and riding horses.
That's pretty amazing.
So I was on a horse before I was even out of the womb.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, but sadly, I'm probably not going to make it very high in the levels because I'm not rich. I'm a pretty middle class
Bro,
person.
you need to start a GoFundMe, girl. You need to start like a YouTube channel, GoFundMe. You need to like call out the horse industry. We need to like change some laws and shit.
I know.
And then you need to like ride for like awareness, and like the main reason you ride is to like for awareness. I don't know.
Yes.
And
And
like and like but like that's what I'm saying, because like I think horse riding, like if you want money and stuff, like it's all about growing your brand and your following, and like selling like horse products and stuff, and like reviewing horse like products. Like I don't know, I'm thinking like a way to do it. Like how do you make money off your passion? Like I think YouTube channels are really cool, and like social media is really cool, but I mean privacy is really cool too. So like I get that.
that's my thing. Is like when I get older, like yeah, I'm 18 now, but like once I get older, I want to have a more private life.
Valid, bro.
My goal in the end is probably to train and sell horses.
You say it again.
Train and sell
Train and sell
horses.
horses. That makes sense. And is that a thing? Like a horse is worth more once it's trained, right?
Well, oh yeah, it very much depends on how
So
long you
that's
train.
like a lucrative thing to train horses, I guess.
Right, but say my horse, I bought mine for
And is
this.
there different ways to train horses? I mean, obviously, but I don't know.
Multiple ways. There's different ways for every discipline.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Oh my gosh, there's somebody from South Africa.
Hi from Rustenburg, South Africa. Yeah, they said hello already. I'm also from South Africa. I mean, I think I told you that.
That's really cool. How is it there?
Cool. We actually have also like a big horse riding community, I guess.
Are they nice over there? Actually?
I think so. I think people in Africa are a little bit more like in touch with nature, I guess. Some people, but not obviously not everyone. Hey from Texas. Howdy, actually. Shout out Jenna.
Hey, Texas is
I
right
think
next to
Jenna
me.
also rides horses. I feel like some of these people are like horse friends of yours. I don't know.
Probably. I'm not sure. But I mean, anybody who gets horses is probably a really good
To
person.
be fair, a lot of people will be riding horses and shit.
I mean, if you can have a bond and love and respect relationship with 1,000 pound animal, that's you gotta be a pretty good person.
True. Oh lol, just I'm riding a horse while playing piccolo. I don't actually ride. What does that even mean?
I don't get particularly.
Bro, someone hopped in my stream, like an old friend from like high school, I think, bro. Damn.
How old are you?
I'm 22. Or actually, I turned 23 like I like 2 days ago now. Lol.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
23, birthday boy gang.
Nice.
But yeah, bro, you like know so much about horses and stuff. Like you definitely would be like a good voice for horses. You know what I mean? Like that's the tricky part, right? Like private life is great and stuff. Like, but then it's also like important to like use your voice to like speak up about shit. And that's kind of the thing, right? Like no one is willing to speak up about it. Like you need activists on that side. You hear what I'm saying? I guess it obviously doesn't have to be you, and I'm sure you know like some good horse activists and stuff.
Oh yeah, a great one actually is Raleigh.
Type that maybe I'll like
Oh gosh, I
or
would actually have to like send you it
oh yeah, yeah, you can send
because
it to me later. You can send it to me later. Then I can maybe like link it in the podcast or something. Then people can like check it out. So.
that would be cool. But
Yeah, just send it to me later.
she goes on about like the bits that go in the horse's mouths.
The
Like it's
bibs
the
or
fancy
bits, the
ones.
things that you pull, right?
Yeah, well, the reins that are connected to it, but it's mainly the thing that goes in their mouth.
What does it do? Like explain to us, non-horse professionals.
So it's basically the metal part that goes in the horse's mouth to help control their head more of.
Okay.
And for professionals, riding should more be based off of your leg movements, but you also do have to have control over
The
the head
head
for
as
like
well.
short turns and stuff.
Valid. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would be really interested to like kind of learn how to like even bareback ride. Oh, it's actually pretty interesting. So there's this lady that I know, like she's a friend of my dad's, and when I was a kid, I think I rode her horse when I was like really young, and she literally she told me that the horse like remembers me and like misses me or something. I was like, damn.
I mean, probably not, hon. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. Like I was like, or I don't know, but I was like, cool. Like she basically like offered for me to ride her horse. I was like, that'd be really cool, but like,
oh
still
yeah,
gotta do
they're
that.
awesome.
Still
Some
gotta
horses are probably not best to ride because they'll mess you up.
say again. Some horses or what? Say again. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just looking at the comment.
Ignore the comments. Ignore the comments. Unless they're relevant to horse riding. Yo, we're having a podcast about horse riding, so like, be relevant or like, I don't know. Yeah,
No,
TikTok Live is very spammy and like, it's just toxic.
yeah. Well, there's this thing called Big Lick. It's
What?
awful. I think you should do your research on Big Lick. It's pretty bad.
Is that
They
connected
like
to horses?
they nail these big pads to the horse's feet for like a
Big.
huge exaggerated like leg movement. So like they will nail on these pads and stuff, and they will use chemicals and stuff to sore the horse's legs. It's awful. They'll use chemicals to sore these horses' legs, and they get to the point like when they're in their stalls, they can't even stand up.
Why? What's the point of this?
To get a more exaggerated gait from the horse.
Just,
It's all
like
for,
control.
it's all for looks, yeah.
Looks. Explain.
And
What the fuck?
so basically, these people are honestly just horrible people that
But
they
that's so strange. Like, cause like no one's just horrible. Like you'd think, right?
and I don't know, but these are like horrible people. Like these are people that have probably killed other people.
Valid. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that is a good question, right? If you can be that terrible to a horse, like how terrible could you be to another human?
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, you can learn a lot about someone with how they treat an animal, I guess, right?
Exactly. Like how if you can treat an innocent thing so harshly, how do you treat humans?
Yeah. Okay, but wait. So it's just an aesthetic thing. Like it's all about how it looks.
Yes,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
all
So that's
aesthetic.
more for like who would do that? Like you're not
Like
doing that if
honestly,
you're
it's
riding the
actually banned
horse,
in the
right?
United States. It's
Okay.
banned in
Okay.
the United States, but it still happens.
Right. That makes sense. Like who would know, or like like people. Yeah. I guess who's gonna stop them, right? I don't know. And I guess
Yeah.
that's what needs to maybe. Yeah, that's a tricky one. Like how do you enforce
Well,
that bigger?
after these horses have had enough and their bodies give out from doing this, because their bodies do give out, they die pretty young.
So
And
what is the whole thing? I don't understand. Like what's the point of it? Like
well, once these horses start to give out and stuff, they'll usually be sent to, they'll they'll get money to send these horses to slaughter.
they'll get money. Wait, so but like so it's all about how it looks. Like who wants the horses to look this way? I'm confused. Like and
The
for what? Like
judges
the judges. Damn. What? That sounds very corrupt. It sounds weird.
is very, it's basically like human
Pay to win.
slavery.
It's like so it's like more pain equals win.
Yes.
So I guess who's to blame, right? So the judges are favoring it, so that's a problem, and then you got
Right.
people doing it. That's a problem too.
Well, with our justice system too, I think these people need to be locked up for the rest of their lives. It's
Yeah,
unacceptable.
this is a really interesting like podcast. I feel like really good, interesting like topic. Like I feel like people just wouldn't know about. You know what I mean? Like how else would you know about this unless you were like in the horse world, I guess.
I
But I mean, that's the
know. I
thing is
wish
like
I knew more
everyone needs to
about
know
it.
these things, and I don't know, but people just need to know what to do with this information, I guess.
There's not a lot of people that know about it. Sadly, a lot of horse people don't even know about it.
And that's I guess the tricky part is like, do they care to know about it? I guess is the.
They ignore it. I think
And I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of denial and like things like that. Like people don't want to believe this
yes.
stuff, and it sucks, I guess like.
But like
And it's
honestly,
like, well, I guess there's the attitude of like, what can I do about it kind of attitude.
right. And I don't blame people for not believing in it
So I think
because it
that
just sounds absolutely horrible.
Right, and it's tricky because like how do you get data about it and how do you research it and you know what I mean? Yeah, and how do you like yeah, I guess the question is like how do we go from here or I guess it can feel like well what's going to change or like what can I do or
Right. I think there needs to be a documentary released where somebody goes in and does like an inside job
for
and
real.
like knows everything that goes on
Yeah,
and
that's true. It is crazy if you think about our society these days and how big of an impact like a good Netflix documentary has or something.
right.
Which is
Like
sad because it's like if it's not entertaining then people don't care kind of thing. And then it
exactly.
gets weird because especially in the American context, you guys worship serial killers, which kind of like glorifies them. Like from a Netflix point of view, from a Netflix point of view.
Right. We
In
kind
the
of
sense of
like
like think about how much we know about serial killers when it's like we shouldn't know that much and it's like I feel like that also breeds more serial killers like
I do agree. I feel like the news covers way too much bad and not
it's
enough
like I
good.
always say it's like when lost was a cat saved from a tree.
I just think that we should just get rid of all the horrible and cruel people in the world. That's what needs to happen.
And I mean that's the tricky part. Like obviously like no person is all good, no person's all bad. And I mean like bigger than like it's not about getting rid of the bad people, it's about getting rid of the bad in people, I guess. You know what I mean?
I
And I
agree.
think it's about like being careful of like what motivates that. I mean, I think there's definitely like some financial motivation going on, which is a bit of a weak excuse, I guess. But
Right, but like honestly, I can't hate a person for being rich, honestly. Like, I mean, if you were born into being rich, I mean,
I mean,
I don't
nothing
really have
wrong with being
anything wrong
rich.
with it.
Like we're not saying that. We're just saying like what you spend your money on, like and what it does. I guess. Yeah.
Well, I feel like even rich people, once they get older and like they have kids and stuff, I feel like the kids take over what like they do. So I feel like it's not totally like bad,
What having
but
money?
I do envy it.
Yeah. What would you do if you had like if money was no object? I would definitely imagine you having like tons of horses, like preserving nature, preserving horses.
Oh
Um,
yeah, for sure.
I feel like a
Honestly,
horse
I would do
ranch, like almost like a horse, like a zoo, like not a zoo, but like, okay, zoo's the wrong
a
word.
ranch.
There we go, like ranch.
Yes,
And
but
like I
honestly,
could imagine like people coming to your farm and you like teach them about horses and you could like train other teachers there, or like horse people. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what would your vision be? I suppose that's my vision of like I don't
with
know.
money,
Or like yeah, or yeah, even just your life or yeah. I mean, I think that's also something you got to be mindful of. Like, you're 18 now. Like, there are going to be periods of your life where you have a lot of money. There'll be periods where you have less money. Like, that's just how life goes. But, like,
yeah.
yeah. How do you want things to play out? Or, yeah, like dream a bit. I don't know. Like, what dreams do you have? Or what could you imagine enjoying? I don't know.
I would I would definitely have a lot of horses. I'd be competing a lot. But I
Okay, so
really
competing is expensive. Okay.
yes.
So, okay, so, but yeah, I guess that's the question is like, yeah, like,
Like travel and competing like all across the world. You know, because people fly their horses to other
yeah,
countries.
okay, that is actually fucking insane if you think about that. Yeah, maybe that's even a question. Like, that can't be too ethical, like, too fun for the horses, right? Like,
Honestly, horses trailer rides are probably more bumpier than plane rides, to be honest.
on the back of a car. Oh, those ones. Yeah, fuck, those are rough to begin with.
Oh yeah. I feel so bad for my horse when we're going down the road and we hit a bump. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Well, I know it's hard for them to stand in the trailers with the bumpy roads. I mean, imagine just standing, like, just in the back of a truck. Try standing and driving that highway. Like, I feel like your balance would be all over the place.
For real.
Yeah. Thank goodness, but America doesn't have a lot of, like, horse trailer
Horse trailer. Yeah, that's fucking terrible.
Yeah, I've seen some reports, but there's only been like three here recently, like in the past like 3 years.
That's good.
Trailer wrecking, right? But usually it ends pretty bad.
That's good. Or oh yeah, well obviously okay, ends bad. Okay, so yeah, I guess yeah, horses go through a lot, including trailers, including.
Right, and that's why it's so important to give them pasture time. Like my horses are kept outside 24/7, and they just have a little shed that they can go under for the rain and wind and whatnot.
So pasture time, just kind of like chill time for the horses, I guess.
Right, I don't believe in putting horses in stalls for a long time.
What even is a stall?
Basically like a little box that they keep horses in, like waiting to show. And basically, I'm pretty sure they're like 12 foot by 12 foot.
Okay.
And you keep the horses in there to basically, some people keep them in there all day and night.
So that's like yeah, like they need that like for the cold and stuff, like in the sun and stuff. Like that's like their room, right?
But it's really bad because you can't keep a horse in a tiny box for a long time. That's not fair. They're wild animals still.
Still, I love the word still.
Oh yeah, my horses still have a bit of crazy in them.
Yeah, I mean horses are unpredictable and really dangerous, right? Like that's also something people got to be mindful of, right?
Oh yeah,
Like horses can kick, and I mean that's like the crazy thing to me is like horses are so powerful. Like one of my favorite poems, you should check it out. It's called "I'm Thinking About Horses"
Okay, that's easy to remember.
by Mike Posner. But it's like, yeah, it's really a beautiful poem. It's not like all about horses and stuff, but it does mention them. But it's like it talks about like how strong horses are. It's like why the fuck do they listen to us? Is kind of the message. Like they could jump over like fences, like
A
and
huge amount of bonding.
I mean it's definitely an oversimplification. Oh, okay, explain. So horses do be bonding, like so they do be bonding with us. Like it's not all non-consensual. I mean that sounds weird,
Yeah.
but
And a lot of bonding does happen in the saddle, but a lot of bonding also happens on the ground. And bonding in the saddle is more of like they feel you and you feel them. They can hear your heartbeat. They know what you're looking at. They feel every head tilt. Everything.
head tilt. They can feel you head tilting. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's how I got my horse to actually switch his leads, which is basically one foot will be a little bit more in front of the other, and when they go a different direction, they'll put their inside leg farther out, more farther out. It's weird. How many streams are you doing right now? That's a subject.
That's a great question. Too many, bro. Too many. Let's not get into that. Let's focus on the horse.
What
Um,
do you read about horses?
did you say what do I know about horses? What did you ask?
Yeah, what do you know about them? Like,
Not much to be honest. I've always been interested. I like fell off a horse when I was younger. Always been interested. Kind of seemed expensive to go and like horse ride and stuff. And I've been maybe a bit conflicted about like, is it okay to ride horses? Is it not? Like it is, but you should just do it right or what? And what do you think of like bareback riding
red riding, yeah, it's really hard
for the rider?
if you don't have balance. Right.
Damn, yeah, that sounds like a very spiritual like it's almost like doing yoga. You know what I mean?
Right. I feel very like
I mean, I don't know if that's a good comparison, but you get what I'm trying to say. Well, like it's not like I don't know, like it is like it's like a very serious sport if that makes sense. Like it's
very serious. Like people will kill
Like, and it's also very like primal. You know what I mean? Like this has been done by humans for so long. Like it's wow.
I think since like, ooh, before the 1800s.
Yeah, very crazy. What a cool conversation. I'm really grateful.
It's
Um,
crazy how the rich used to only have horses and stuff.
yeah, so now it's like weird because it's like it used to be like a flex, and then
Like, it's just crazy how much they like. The horse went from carrying us around to, well, I don't know how to say it. Like, we literally drive them around now instead of them driving us around.
wait, say that again, bro. Say that again. I think say that again.
Horses are so much more entitled than they used to be.
Oh, we're driving them around. Oh, I hear what you're saying. Facts though, but I mean the distances us humans are traveling these days is pretty
Well,
crazy.
people, I think, in the, we'll say, olden days, I don't think they really respected animals as they should have.
Well, I think it was tools, right? It was all survival. I think, we've evolved so much further past survival. It's a bit ridiculous. But I mean, now it's to the point where people are worrying about things they're like, I don't know, like I mean not crazy, but like different things. They're like people are like, am I am I happy with the gender that I was born in? Or like I don't know, like things that I don't know, like you might have not had time to worry about back in the day, I guess.
Exactly. I agree. I also think
Or
that
like we create a lot of problems for ourselves. Like I truly think like humans need problems to like evolve in some ways.
I agree.
But I think it's like if you don't have problems, then you can create them for yourself, kind of thing. And like,
I agree.
and I don't know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's almost like you know what I mean. Like it's like they say like choose your hard. Like they say it's like it's hard to be like unhealthy, but it's also hard to like be healthy. Or like it's hard to like go to gym, but it's also hard to like be fat and weak or whatever.
You should make it
Oh,
an edit on America because, you know, we're the greatest.
yeah, I think that's also something to be said, right? Like overweight people and horses, like you know what I mean?
Yo, get them off. Go. I don't care. You can be fat somewhere else, but a horse
Yeah,
does not need to be carrying
I
you.
think it's like it's not the horse's fault that you're overeating. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly, exactly. And like with these fat people that want to make plane seats bigger, like why are we cannot adapt to you? Like you make those decisions.
for real. Tell
And
them.
honestly,
Tell
we have a
them.
20% rule in the horse community where with your weight and the horse's tack, you have to be 20% of the horse's body weight is recommended.
Okay, wait.
So
What's the
a
math on that?
person,
Wait. So how heavy do horses get, bro?
oh, depends on the breed.
Oh, okay. What's like your favorite breed? Let me Google a breed or two. Fuck it.
Here, a quarter horse is a pretty like they're pretty in the middle of any horse breed. So do quarter horse.
Quarter horse. What does that even mean, bro?
They are not
It's
like
not even a full
tiny.
horse, bro. American quarter horse.
My quarter horse weighs about 1,200 pounds.
Its name is derived from its ability to outrun other horse breeds in races of 1/4 mile or less. Some have been clocked at speeds up to 44 miles per hour. Does that sound legit?
Yes, it is, but that's not mine. My quarter horse is a foundation quarter horse. He's a very old breed of quarter horse.
Foundation, bro. You make it sound like he was like the first horse ever, bro. Foundation
That's
quarter
what
horses are
he.
medium
That's what
sized,
he's
well
from.
muscled horses with sturdy bones and feet. Wow.
Yeah, my horse is
1,200
from the
pounds,
older day.
but are usually no taller than 15 hands.
My quarter horse is 15'2", 15'3".
15.2 hands.
He's 15.3.
You measure horses in hands.
Yes.
What is up with that? Whose hand are we talking about here?
Um, that's a great question. I don't really know.
Valid. Yeah. Uh,
Basically,
hand
Trinity
size.
goes to
He's more horse for the height than is found in it. Bro, I'm so confused. Anyway,
Our metric system is wild.
these are some pretty horses. Damn, why does every cowboy wear jeans, bro?
Because it protects us from getting pinched by the saddle.
Deadass.
Mm-hmm.
Jeans is a good
We
thing to wear on a horse?
Yes, but we wear breeches in English, so they're like leggings, but they have a lot of padding on them,
Oh, I'm
so
literally
our
looking at a
saddle
photo of
doesn't
someone with
pinch
that.
us.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, yeah, I got these like cycling pants. They had like padding in the like bum area. I was like, that's the thing.
Like it's kind of weird, but then like once you're doing it for an hour and a half, you're like, okay,
Thank goodness I brought the padding.
exactly. And
Okay,
then
damn. So it's almost like cycling and horse riding similar.
kinda. My thoroughbred, I actually have to wear a safety vest on her because she's thrown me off so much.
A
So
safety vest? What does
I
that even
basically
mean?
feel like a giant football player on top of a horse.
Aww. Alright, horse riding safety vest. But yeah, I should probably go to sleep, but this has been a great conversation.
Oh, what time is it for you?
2 a.m.
Are you serious?
Are you serious right now? Damn, these look like armor, bro. Bro, these
Horses
safe.
are mean and they weigh a lot. We recently actually had a woman die doing cross country, which is like wood
Like,
fences and
long
stuff.
distances.
What'd you say?
Wait, you were saying? So someone died doing long distance riding?
It's cross country, so it's long distance riding mixed in with a lot of like wooden jumps and big giant ditches you jump over. It's pretty dangerous, but it's very fun. But the jumps, they don't knock down or anything like show jumping where the poles just knock down.
Bro, my friend's in Peru. That's so sick.
I've never left the United States.
Well, that's kind of like a lot of people in United States, to be fair.
I mean,
A lot of people in the United States don't even like have passports. So.
I don't have a passport.
Valid. Yeah, I mean, step one is getting the passport, but I mean, what's the point of getting a passport without having a plan to
Right.
go somewhere? I guess.
Exactly. What's your earliest memory as a child? Trauma.
Did you say trauma? Damn.
Trauma. That's the earliest memory I
Damn.
have as a child.
Bro, I
That's
wish
when
I
my
could
mom
like
thought
switch
about
off
me a
the
horse.
sound from the roses. It's just like random.
Or trauma.
That's actually great.
Some kids grow up in awful households.
Valid.
Well, mine wasn't really an awful household. It was an awful father.
Damn. Yeah, that's definitely a worldwide problem.
Yeah.
Fatherhood, fathership.
It's so important.
Oh, you were saying about cross country. Someone died or something?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people that died, but we recently had a woman die because she went to jump a wooden fence that went into water. The horse lands in water after, and she hit the jump, and the horse's chest hit the jump and flipped over the top and flipped into the water with the rider on, and she broke her neck immediately when the horse landed on top of her.
Oh, the horse fell on her. Oh, that sucks.
It was a rotational fall, so the horse flipped over on top of
Oh,
her.
that's really sad. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's really
I've had it
shitty.
happen to me.
Say again?
I've almost had it happen to me.
Yo, what's up, Feta? How's Ukraine? Yo, we should almost add Federer and like hear what's happening with the war, dude.
Yeah, we need to figure that out. I've
Yo,
been hearing
Federer,
so
you want
much
to
about.
join the stream? But yeah, this has been such a good chat. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty careful with guests and stuff.
Right.
But
I
yeah,
feel so
it's
bad for
nice with like one
Ukraine right
person.
now.
Like it makes a good like conversation. It's been really good, I think.
Right. I feel so bad for Ukraine right now.
Valid. Yeah, but it's the whole world. It's yeah. I mean, even
Yeah.
y'all be going through a lot in America and shit.
Oh, but we're kind of having a civil war going on, but not a violent civil war. I mean, if you take our president almost getting shot in the head as civil.
Valid. Oh yeah, so yeah, I kind of wanted to ask, like, yeah, tell me more about like the relationship you can have with a horse. Like, I don't fully understand, but I mean, I guess it's an experience. Like, I'm like, it's an experience that I really want to experience in my life. But I,
Really, you have to be in the experience to know
yeah,
it.
valid. Like, any advice or I don't know.
Yeah, these people in the comments, I have no idea what they're saying.
They don't speak English. They speak nonsense.
Nonsense.
But you were saying. So like yeah, any advice to like what if you learned like in your journey like if you had to do it all again, I'm sure you'd do things differently or like
Watch your horse's body movements more. They'll tell you if
like
they're angry.
subtle.
They will tell you if you need to be back from them.
Okay, I mean
Like
I guess a lot of it's just from ignorance. It's this lack of connection people have to nature and to animals and people just stuck in their own world thing. It's like a
exactly,
meditation,
exactly.
right? And you gotta like take it as that.
Right. I have a great connection with all my animals. I have my two horses. I have a dog and I have a cat. And but all of them are like the sweetest things ever.
That's really sweet.
I think it all depends on the person that the animal is with.
For sure, yeah. That makes sense.
You know, because if you have a mean owner, you're probably gonna have a spooky animal.
A spooked animal or a spooky animal?
Like an animal that's just always on edge and scared.
Oh yes, spooked.
Wait, sorry to change the subject, but how do you feel about all these vegans coming out on TikTok? Like getting
I've
popularity.
I've never like seen that being like a thing.
Right now, I've been
Bro,
seeing
you
a
got a
lot.
different algorithm to me for.
There's a lot of vegans in the United States that are kind of going crazy.
Yeah, well, it's interesting that like that it doesn't kind of make you ask like, is it that there's a lot of vegans, or is that there's like an agenda being pushed and there's like someone making money from it?
Yeah, see, that's the thing is we'll never know.
Cause like you know what I'm saying, like you can think, oh, a lot of people are, but it's like, how would you ever know? Like, how would you
Ex-
actually? I don't know if you hear what I'm saying. Or it's like sometimes
exactly.
things seem like they're bigger deals than they actually are.
Right? And like, I don't know
or
if you're
or it's
vegan,
like or
but
it's
don't
like
eat red
social
shit.
media is like all about extremism. It's like there's probably so many people who eat like a little bit of meat, a little bit of veg, like in the middle, but like no one cares about the person who just has a normal diet. You know what I mean?
It's always the people that are big that are the extremists.
Say again.
It's always the people that are big and popular that are the extremists.
Well, I guess that's the question. Which comes
Or both.
first? But then there's also something to said about like the money and like like whatever
Right.
you know what I mean? Or yeah, I don't know. Like
I think money has played
I
a
think
big,
veganism is like this nice idea that like it's like it seems like it's like you can almost like guilt trip people that like don't have as much money as you because it's like it can cost a lot to be vegan. Obviously, it doesn't have to,
right?
but it can be this like elitist thing, which it shouldn't be, or like a
Yeah,
status
you feel
symbol,
like
or
you're
like oh
being kind
I'm not
of
friends with meat eaters kind of identity thing. I don't know.
which is the extremist view.
Which obviously there's like extremists on every sides, but I mean obviously social media does like favoritize the I don't know yeah
Yeah.
drama.
See, the thing is, I feel like the world would just be a better place if we all met in the middle.
Say again.
I feel like if people just met in the middle on everything, the world would be a lot peaceful.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and I think, that's we're kind of sold this lie that it's the left versus the right, but really it's the 0.1% versus the 99.9%.
Yep.
And
Yep.
yeah, so I think that kind of needs to be exaggerated, but it feels like it's just sold to us like, oh, pick the left party or the right party. You got
Right.
democracy.
Like I'm a conservative or more of like a constitutionalist. I don't want you to take my constitutional rights away. That's my thing.
Explain.
Like just what our country was founded on, like all of our constitutional rights, all of like our country is so free, but right now people are trying to censorize everything.
Yeah, valid.
Like we're being lied to.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Is like it's that 0.1% versus the 99.9. Yeah, whatever. Like the other people who like own the media and and these things are like all becoming like known. I think that's the crazy part. Is like everyone knows the government's like a bit corrupt, or everyone knows these billionaires have like too much power, but it's like
Right.
nothing happens. And I think that's the tricky part. Is like for me, it's just like people used to protest for less, but now I think we're getting quite like comfortable and numb as a population. People just watch your Netflix, have your Uber Eats, like get your food delivered to your house, get locked down, like no
Right.
stress.
Oh,
Like and nowadays it's like, okay, you're not feeling heard, or you're not feeling good. Cool. Write a TikTok about it. Like, cool. You've
exactly.
shared your voice, and but it like it fills that for people, but like, does it achieve much? This is the question. Does it achieve enough? I guess.
Right.
Or,
You don't
or,
want to
or
achieve
does it just make you feel better? Oh, I could vent online. Like my
yeah.
question is like, well, is that actually achieving anything, or is that like becoming like a substitute, like to actually doing stuff in real life?
I feel like the venting online is what's making people feel like they're being forced to like listen to it. I just think your problems really shouldn't be anybody else's problems.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, right? When you make your problems someone else's problems, that's not so cool. And I think we kind of have that, especially with like politicians around the world. We got like, it's just very old politicians, and making decisions that affect young people. And I think, yeah, it's
Exactly.
making, yeah, their problems our problems, I guess.
I feel like we should be voting more. I feel like we should be switching people more. Like if
But
we
it's
see a
but it's like
problem,
it's like your options are not that great anyways, or I don't know. I don't fully
I
understand
know.
it. It's like, is this a
I
democracy? You have two options, or like, I don't understand.
it's right now it's weird. We're having a lot of trouble figuring out what we want as a country.
Valid. Yeah, y'all got
Cause
super divided.
it's
Someone did it, and someone did it on purpose.
right. But I mean like we're not like there's a lot going on in America, but at least we're not Ukraine, you know? At least we're not part of the war.
Damn, is that how the Americans feel? They're like, at least we're not Ukraine.
At least we're not at war. That's kind of my thing. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're at different wars and stuff, but yeah, I hear what you're saying.
we're kind of having our own war in our country, which is sad. How is it in South Africa? Are you guys allowed to own guns?
Yeah, but it's pretty hard to get a gun here, I guess.
Why is that?
Uh, it just is. I don't know. You'd have to like Google it, or I don't know. I don't know all the things about it. I don't know. We're just stricter on the laws, I guess, on guns and stuff. But we have a lot of gangsterism and like like the people the bad people can get guns, so that's
See,
tricky.
that's the problem. Is like
Like
the
our
bad.
military and like police stations sometimes get robbed. So
Are you serious?
yeah, I mean it's
I'm
happened
sorry,
to
they would be done here in America.
the.
They would
True.
be so done. I'm
True.
honestly kind of here for our cops, but they're bad apples.
Susie Wilson, we've been talking about it's hard to get a gun license in South Africa. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, we've been talking about horse riding, and now we're back to American politics and guns in South Africa. But yeah, what is South Africa like? It's really an equal country, but yeah, really
Like, are you guys
beautiful.
very restricted
It
on
has a lot of
things?
work that needs to be done. It's got a lot further to go.
What do you think should be done?
We just have a lot of like corrupt politicians, and we need more like done for the poor people, I guess. Well, obviously, I
Mm,
mean, but that's everywhere. Okay, sweet. So you're in South Africa. Yes, I am. But yeah,
what's the land like there? Like, what's the atmosphere?
yeah, a lot needs to be done. Yeah, we have a lot of problems. It's a very complicated like history, South Africa. Like you'd have to watch a couple YouTube videos to like kind of understand it. It's a very strange. It's tricky. Yeah, it's tricky.
Do you guys have any like what's your crime rates and stuff? Is there a lot of crime that happens?
Yeah. But then what gets tricky is it's in different in certain locations, and obviously there's like rich locations, and there's like
Right.
and so one of our things is we have more security than we have police, like private
Oh.
security, if that makes sense.
Right.
So
No, yeah,
like
I get it.
so like people will like pay for security in like their neighborhoods kind of thing,
Hmm.
or like people like housing estates, or like a fence, like gated communities kind of thing.
You know what Americans have?
Guns.
Exactly.
Yeah, how often do people like use guns for self defense? I guess like a lot, or
I've already had to use one for self-defense. Yeah, we had when I lived in Oklahoma City on the outskirts. We had 5 acres. We had our house in the front. We had a backyard, a little backyard around the house, and then we had acres in the back. And we had somebody jump one of our acre fences. I was home alone, so I called my dad, and
how
he
did you
came
know? How did you know?
because I was sitting in the living room and I could see the back door and it's glass. So I was watching this dude like start walking down the fence line, and then I saw him jump it.
Oh, okay, that's really lucky that you saw that.
I know because like I have the door unlocked for like the dogs to go in and out. So I mean, which was stupid on my behalf, but my dad had me go grab my dad's AR, and so I had let my Great Pyrenees out into the backyard to kind of keep him from wanting to go near the house.
Wait, say it
Which,
again. You'll let your dog out, or sorry.
yes, she's a Great Pyrenees.
Okay.
So she's a guard dog. She's very loud, very mean. So I let her out into the backyard area because he was in the pasture going towards our horse trailers.
Okay.
So I had called my dad. My dad got on the phone with the police, and I had pitched up in the hallway, and I used the wall as stability to watch this dude until the cops got there, but he ended up breaking into our trailers and he was trying to get tack and stuff and sell it. But the cops got there and the lady on the phone was like, "Don't shoot him." And I was like, "I'm not gonna shoot him unless he comes in and like tries to get me."
Yeah, valid, bro. That's a crazy experience to have gone through.
It's scary, like, and like I feel bad because like he was homeless. He was a homeless guy, and I do feel bad, but like just because you're homeless doesn't mean that you can come steal from others and scare people.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, it's a tricky situation, poverty. But I think there's also a big difference. It's like a difference between like stealing bread from a shop and like breaking into someone's
Right,
house. You know what I mean? Like it's a different
right.
thing.
And like honestly, I feel like I, I I think that I think Americans definitely need their firearms, but I think we need to do a little bit more of a background check.
Valid,
Like more background checks.
valid, valid.
Like, but the thing is, bad people are still gonna get guns, no matter what. They're gonna get them.
True.
You know, there's smuggling of everything. So
Valid. Yeah, I mean, I should go to sleep, lol.
yeah, it's probably almost 5 in the morning for you.
Almost 3.
Oh dang, that's
Oh,
still bad.
dang indeed, girl. Oh, dang indeed.
All right, well you have a great rest of your
But
night.
this was a great podcast vibe. This was a great
I agree.
conversation. We could like do another one day or something.
Yeah, of course we can do a different topic if you want, or just anything.
Yeah, this was really great. Thanks. Really nice to meet you. Um, have a great night.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone for watching the stream. And yeah.
Have a great night.
And oh yeah, you should send me that like hike horse influencers thing. And
Yes, I
if
will.
you wanna like I don't know I don't know
I followed you on Instagram, so I'll send it there.
send it there and like I don't know if you want anything like the description of the podcast or anything
Yeah, of course.
like if
I'll
someone
leave
want if
one
like you can be
there.
like if so like if the people can reach out to you if they have any more questions or something could put your Instagram
Right.
link or whatever.
Yeah, we can do that. That sounds perfect.
Well, thanks everybody and
Thank you for letting me up.
yeah peace.
All
Goodbye
right. I have
everybody.
no idea
Thanks for
how to leave a live,
watching.
actually.
Say again.
I have no idea how to leave a live,
Don't
actually.
worry, I'll end it. But yeah,
All right.
cheers everybody. Bye.